Are you tired of playing those usual boring board games you've been playing for years? Are you looking for something more thrilling? More adrenaline? More hair-raising, bone-chilling, and blood-curdling games? If you answered yes, then read on for the most scary paranormal games ever played. What this list will do to you as a person, we don't know. But what we know is that those who have ever played these have vowed to never ever try them again. It's all fun and games until you figure out that you're playing with a demon. Welcome to Exploring World. Today we are going to tell you about top 10 paranormal games you should never play. Number 1, the elevator game. This game comes from Korea, and playing it is said to take you to an entirely different universe, via the elevator you're in. All you need is a building with elevators and 10 floors. Just make sure when you board the elevator, you're alone. Once you're in the elevator, you visit the floors in this sequence: 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. It is said that when you reach the 5th floor, a woman will enter, provided you did the ritual right. The woman will ask you where you're going, but you should remain silent. Don't reply her. Then the elevator will automatically ascend to the 10th floor, instead of going down to the ground floor. The real scares happen if you answer the woman. Nobody who's ever talked to the woman has lived to tell the tale. Number 2, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is more of a folklore than a game. She's thought to be the spirit of a vile witch who was burned at the pyre during the witch hunt in the 17th century. If you want to summon Bloody Mary, you need to call out her name 3 times and repeat the call thrice, so that's 9 times, with pauses. You will need to hold up a lighted candle to the mirror while you chant her name. Then you need to wait for Bloody Mary to appear. She'll probably be covered in blood. Rumor has it that those who've tried this game have had to face Mary's bloody wrath. Some were strangled, others cursed, while the rest had their souls taken. There are numerous narrations of people playing this game. Some have reported an absolute nothing happening, the rest however recount their bone-chilling encounters with Bloody Mary. We suggest you try this at your own risk. Number 3, Three Kings Ritual. Another famous game. It's said to enable you to tap into another dimension. You need to play this as a particularly large room, like a courtroom. And there must not be any natural light in the room, so you'll do well to try this in a basement. All you need for the game is a candle, 2 mirrors, 3 chairs and some object from your childhood. Once you've kept all these things in the basement, you leave the door open and go sleep in your bed. Make sure you go sleep in your own room. You will need to wake up at 3:30 am and go to the room where you set up the things. If they're all still in their place, you can carry on with the ritual. You should sit on the chair you kept and wait for 3:33 am, with the candle lit in your hand. Don't let the candle die out and don't look in the mirror, instead look at the darkest corner in the room. If you've done everything right, you'll feel a presence in the room at exactly 3:33 am. It should talk to you about your past. Some people have even said this game puts you in a lucid dream. We can't know until you try and share the experience. If you dare. Number 4, Ouija board. The Ouija board is probably the most famous amongst these. The Ouija board has numbers and alphabets written on it. It's said the board was made to summon spirits from the supernatural dimension. And it's said that some have actually been able to summon Lucifer himself. Most of the researchers working on the paranormal have advised against casually using the Ouija. They say it's a doorway to unknown dimensions and you never know what will happen if you casually use it. It's said once you have summoned a demon or spirit, you should never ask it for proof, such as blowing candles out, or moving an object. If you do, you'll be giving the demon permission to enter your world. And that, my friend, is something you don't want. Number 5, One-Man Hide and Seek. The one-man hide and seek originated in Japan and is originally called the Hattori Kakuranbo. It's a game where you're playing hide and seek with a spirit-possessed doll. You need to take a stuffed doll, remove the stuffing inside and fill it with rice. Add a part of yourself in the doll, such as a hair or a fingernail. You need to sew back the doll with a red thread. And wrap the doll with the red thread. You need to give the doll a name, and keep it in a tub or basket filled with water. Then you should go on and turn off the lights in your house, fill your mouth with salt water and go back to look for the doll, which you may not find in the tub now. You'll need to look for it, and when you find it, pour the salt water over it and burn it. And then hide. And wait. But those who've tried it say you won't have to wait for long before you know someone's looking for you in the house. Number 6, Dry Bones. Much like the Hattori Kakurenbo, Dry Bones is a game where you're playing hide and seek. But this time, with a demon instead of a doll. Sure, it doesn't sound like a great idea, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will get your wishes fulfilled, if you get out alive. You need a bathroom, candle and some matches. You start the game at exactly 12 a.m. You stand in front of the mirror and wait until you hear something. Something eerie, not the usual wind blowing or some cars or birds outside. Something more along the lines of floors creaking or the likes. If you hear something, you need to immediately leave the house, as that means you're not alone there. A spirit might just have entered your house. If it's entirely silent, you may proceed to make a wish. In case you hear those eerie sounds, beware, for the demon spirit is around. In that case, you need to lie down on the floor and simply tell the demon that you welcome it in your home. After that, you need to go and hide. If you can keep hiding till 3 a.m. then you win and can ask for the prize again. If you fail, well, nobody's ever lived to tell the tale. Number 7, Midnight Game. The most popular and commonly played game on this list, the Midnight Game takes you to extremes if you want to play. It's believed to be an old pagan ritual that was originally used to punish those who disobeyed religion. Playing this game, you summon the Midnight Man and you need to keep running from him until 3:33 a.m. Make sure you don't get caught, for unspeakable horrors await if you lose. It's not very complicated to play this game, and it can also be played with more than one person. Just remember that those who've played this have strictly advised against the idea of playing it again. Some have reported hallucinating for days after playing and living in fear and misery for the rest of their lives. Number 8, Daruma-san. Daruma-san literally translates as bath game. It's another game that comes from Japan. You summon a ghost or a spirit in this one too and try and evade it. The ritual for this, however, differs greatly. You go to the bathtub, entirely naked, with all the lights in the house turned off. You sit in the bathtub facing the tap and start washing your hair. While you're washing your hair, you keep repeating these exact words, "Daruma-san fell down," over and over again. Soon you will see an image of a woman standing in front of the bathtub, facing you. She falls down on the tap and injures her eye. You keep on repeating the words and finish washing your hair. Once you finish washing your hair, you need to say these words just once: "Why did you fall in the bathtub?" Then leave and go sleep, because the actual game will start the next day. You will constantly feel a presence near you, but you need to keep some distance between yourself and the presence. You will always be on the run. In case you feel the presence is too near, you need to turn around, imitating a slapping movement with your hands, and say "Kita." Number 9, The Hooded Man. The Hooded Man is almost like the elevator game. It takes you to another dimension. This time, you're accompanied by the Hooded Man. You need to cleanse yourself before you can start playing this one. Burn a sage and spread salt on your front door to begin the ritual. At night the same day, you need to go and call for a cab. Once the cab comes, you sit in it, close the doors and go to sleep. You will wake up at 3:30 a.m., look at the time and fall asleep again. But this time when you wake up, you'll see a hooded man behind the wheels and the road you're driving on will be unfamiliar. If some other passengers climb in the cab, you should never pay attention to them. You can keep on traveling in this new world, or you can simply whisper in the hooded man's ear that you've reached your destination. Once you whisper these words, you'll fall asleep again and wake up in your house. Number 10, Closet Game. This game is more scary than the rest because here you'll not be summoning a ghost or a spirit, but a full-fledged demon. For this ritual, you need to stand inside a dark closet and hold up an unlighted match. Then say out loud, "Show me the light," or leave in darkness. If you hear someone whispering near your ear, light the match instantly. If you fail to light up the matchstick soon enough, it's said that the demon will drag you into a deep dark abyss, from where there is no return. The same can happen if you start looking around when you hear the whispering. You just need to light up the matchstick. When you light up the match, you need to step out of the closet making sure the match doesn't burn out or blows off. But from that day on, you need to be very careful while looking for things inside your closet since now it's haunted by a demon. If you loved this video then please like, comment, share, and subscribe our channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon for latest updates. If you have some stories with you and want to share it with others then let us know about it, we will share it for you to others. Let us know about it in comment box or send us your story in mail on the provided email address in description.